Well, we're ready. And here we go. Well, welcome to Bleacher Talk, the new and revamped version of what was Wake Up with Will many years ago. Things have changed. First of all, I'm in a different location. Same town, different house. I've put on a lot of weight since then. I can grow a beard, I can grow my hair out. But a lot has changed, but what hasn't is our half great sports takes, are wanting to talk about random stuff and mom's knowledge of sports. She hasn't
Still,
gotten any smarter.
still, I might have actually decreased in
Decreased.
my knowledge.
Yeah.
Gotten dumber. I want to say dumber, more dumber. Is
More
that is
dumber.
that a best way
More
to say that? I'm the
more dumber.
most dumbest.
Yeah. Most
There we go.
most
That's gonna get
most
all the people with English majors freaking out.
there we go. When we
No,
become big and people start going back and like, hey, let's look at the first episode. Where'd they start?
she was the
You know,
most dumbest.
this who the
That's
hell's this lady? What is she talking about? Most
well, no, now, well, the other thing that's different, it's
mm,
no more. This isn't in the morning. We're not waking up anymore. We've been awake. We have awoken. We have awoken.
yeah, but when this gets posted, it probably would be in the morning still.
You think so?
That's when I'm free.
Well,
That's
you're
when I'm
just
free to do
really
it.
ambitious.
It's when I'm free to do it. When else am I going to post it? When are we
I
going to
don't
get this?
know. I don't know.
Thursday mornings is going to be the goal. We'll see if it happens.
Okay.
But
Okay. It's good to have
no,
goals.
yeah,
Put it on the fridge.
yeah. And
Look at it.
with no further ado, in Bleacher Talk, we're gonna hit some pretty big topics in the sports world and give our opinions. Don't take anything credited. We're
No,
non-credited right now, but we've
nah.
talked about goals, and our goal was to bring back something. We're both very bored people, and we need
Bored.
we need a hobby. And so we just like
Yeah.
little
Hobby for
free
our hobby.
let's find the littlest amount of free time we have and do something with it. And now we're doing
Absolutely.
something with it.
I,
Um,
I'm.
we've already got our fans saying, "Can we get this live streamed? Can we talk? How can we get involved?" We got guests lined up for a couple episodes down the road. Like people
What
are,
guests? We have like one person. Nana
yeah,
listens. Like
yeah.
I don't know what guests are gonna line up.
I don't
I
know,
don't
but
know.
people are excited for us. They're
And
ready to get back.
live streaming to me, like this, I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what live streaming is outside of having a Zoom meeting, which
What
is
is that?
live, but that's not the same thing.
No
I guess
live
I
stream.
watch church sometimes live, but that's on Facebook. Is that live streaming? That
Yes.
is. God, technology. Al Gore would be so proud of me that I just figured out this www thing.
Look at you go.
He
But
created it. They're
but
taking away
goals.
AOL.
No more AOL. Done. Done for.
Memories.
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 Early
You
childhood.
got mail.
Early childhood for me.
I don't think you're around. Okay, go ahead. We'll get back on
But
topic. We
but
digress.
but we're talking about our goals, and I want to start this by a team in our state where we have lived a majority of our life. I can't say our entire life because I don't live in
My
the state.
entire life.
I know that, but I'm saying we. I said
I
we.
what, mouse in your
Okay.
pocket. Okay.
We have lived a majority of life in their goals. And those goals are to win a World Series. And yes, we are talking about the fantastic Milwaukee Brewers, 12-game win streak, the entire city of Milwaukee, who was flooded by torrential downpour over the weekend.
Torrential.
People
It
couldn't
was
get there.
insane.
Can now go and get free burgers tomorrow from
Free
Joe's Burger.
burgers? Really?
Yep, in the
No.
city of Milwaukee, because the Brewers have won 12 games straight.
Well, they were doing French. No, that was the Packers. If the Packers win, you get French fries someplace. I don't know where it is.
Because
Where are you getting free burgers? Is that Big Boy?
now let
Because
me
I'll
look.
tell you, they only have like one Big Boy. They used to do that all the time. So if they're doing the burger promotion for that one Big Boy in like downtown Milwaukee or something, that is silly.
No, I'm trying to
Would it be
find it.
Culver's?
No, it's a very well known. Um,
Pops?
no, just hold up here. Right, let me.
I'm throwing them out there. It's not McDonald's, not Burger King, it's not Hardee's because they're not in business anymore. Taco Bell?
No, maybe it's Arby's, right?
Arby's?
No, I'm just kidding.
Arby's has, well, who has a
I'm pretty
Square
sure.
Burgers?
I'm pretty sure it's George Webb. It's George Webb. I knew it. I
Oh,
didn't.
that's what I meant to say. George Webb.
Yeah, it's George Webb's giving away free
Give,
burgers for the Milwaukee Brewers for 12th game win streak promotion means free burgers and publicity. And the
really?
reason they're giving away free burgers is if you go back to the mid 80s when the Brewers opened the
82,
season. It wasn't 82, but
81.
I believe it was 84, but was not.
Not quite mid, but that's okay. Neither
80,
was 82.
84 would be mid 80s.
Well, 85 would technically be mid, but go
84
ahead.
through 86, mid 80s. Okay. Number
Okay,
three.
okay, fine. Okay, fine. You win.
But the Brewers opened up an 11-game win streak in the 12th one. They gave away free burgers, and so this is
In
now the.
84?
Yeah, it's something in the 80s. I wasn't born. I believe it was 82.
I was. It
But
was
moral of the
11
story:
games. It was around
Brewers are on a
Easter.
12 game win streak. They are 7.5 games up on the Chicago Cubs for
Yes.
the
Yep,
division.
saw that.
They are the best team in baseball record wise, and it's not even
Right now,
close.
yep.
They are top three in pretty much every category from batting to pitching. And the
Are
question
they
that
really?
yeah, they are phenomenal. They at
Hold on.
one point. No.
Well, you can keep talking. Pull up ESPN because I didn't know that they were number one in all of baseball. I
Well,
knew that they
top
were
three.
in our.
Oh yeah, they have the best record in baseball.
Oh, I'm in the NFL now. Dang, these stupid technology.
But people, have questioned sports and how things going since I don't know, probably the last couple of years. Everybody has this idea of script writing.
What's
Is
script writing? I don't
is
know what this
everything
is.
scripted? Is everything like
Oh, played out.
yeah? Is
Yeah.
everything like and
Mhm.
when the great
It's like Back to the Future. You know what's going to happen because they play
yeah,
it out that way.
but the great Bob Uecker,
Hmm.
who not only broadcast in your childhood but also mine, which is pretty
Hmm.
amazing,
Yep.
passed away earlier in the year, and the
I
Brewers are
know.
actually honoring him. I believe the 23rd of August with a golf umbrella with his signature on it. Just to let you know,
Really?
I got the ends. I'm trying to get a golf umbrella without having to go to the
Yeah,
game
but
because I
what
can't.
about what about opening day? What did we got something opening day?
Yeah, well, we got a magnet schedule, but we had a whole. They had the whole like
Oh, we saw the whole ceremony. I thought they
Sarah.
gave away something with Euchre
They
too.
they had the whole like tribute video to him. But
Yeah, that was
with
awesome.
that being said, he passes away, and the Brewers are now on a trajectory which automatically looks like it's going to end with their first ever. I repeat that first ever World Series title.
Oh, you gotta knock on wood. They've gotten a World Series title,
No, they
didn't
have
they?
not.
In
They went to
'82
the
they
World
went,
and lost
but
to the
they didn't
St.
do
Louis
it.
Cardinals in 7 games. In a series that they were up 3-2 heading into game 6. And some would say that if Raleigh Fingers was healthy and the team, they pull that
Mm,
off and they win it. They were 1 game away from the World Series in 2018. They had their
yep.
opportunities. We were at game 2 of that NLCS and they lost it on a Justin Turner home run in the 8th inning.
Yeah.
You win that, boom, that series is totally different. We win, we go to the World Series. Not saying we beat the Red Sox. They were cheating that year by stealing signs and banging on trash cans, so I don't know if you can get around that. But with that being said,
Was it that year?
yeah, things could have
Hey,
things could have
where there's
happened.
a will, there's a way.
And Will was right there.
Winning is important.
Yeah, but I've already looked at my schedule, and I just want to put that
Okay.
out there that if the
It's October
Brewers,
24th, I think.
that's when it
Right?
starts. Yep. But if the
Okay.
Brewers are the top seeded team going into the World Series, which means they will have home field advantage, I will be
Mm.
able to make it to Game 6 with my schedule. So
Are
the
you gonna
Brewers,
buy tickets for me?
I'm going to buy tickets. We're
For
gonna have a,
me?
I'm gonna have a lottery. Who wants to
A
come?
lottery!
But
I'm
if
your
they're,
mother. I brought you
if,
into this world. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't even be here for baseball.
but if they don't have home field advantage, I will be able to make it to games 3 or 4 or both.
Really?
But
Why?
I will
Where would they be?
if 3 and 4 are in Milwaukee if they're the visiting team because how it goes is 2-3-2,
Oh.
and so games 1 and 2, which would be the 24th and 25th of October. And now this could all change realistically because they have agreed that they will push the schedule up. Say the championship series go quick, and
No, they just said that they're not doing that. I
I
thought I
thought
just read that that's not,
I thought they said that they
there's
were.
no adjustments. Like that was a firm date. Crud, where'd that go? I was trying to be on top of things.
Mm.
And I thought, never mind. You keep talking. I might have made it up in my head. I think I made it up in my head, but no, I read it somewhere. Here's the thing. I'm
Okay,
not
so the,
sold.
the earlier start date is due to the decision to have a fixed date for the World Series. You're right. So the wild card series will begin on Tuesday, September
That's
30th. So
recorded. That's
yeah, you're right.
recorded.
I read that wrong. So beginning
Props,
October
Riley.
24th. So I can't go 24, 25 because I got some work stuff to do. But we get going down. Who knows where they're going to
Why
be?
you're getting sick? Are you getting
I
sick?
I'm going. I'm going to a World Series game. I will not miss
You
it.
are.
I might try
It
to go to
was.
multiple playoffs games because
Why not?
why not? But that gets me back to my question: is with Bob Uecker dying, passing away, he's only seen the Brewers in one World Series, unfortunately in '82. But everybody talked about this is the year the Brewers are going to do it. It's just history's writing itself. Like it's just meant to be. And do you
Hmm.
believe that that is a possibility?
Okay. This is where we might have to end the podcast. You're going
Uh
to be mad at me.
okay.
We have gone to Brewers postseason games. I love the
Yep.
Brewers. I used to not like baseball except for tailgating. And then you started to love baseball, and I learned to love baseball because I understand it was a sport with strategy and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And now that the games don't go in, for 6 months, they actually have a time cap on it. That makes it even better. And
Well, they
now
gotta
that you
have a
could bring
time
a
cap.
canoe and paddle, it would be great. You can go because of the flooding. But we've gone to postseason games,
Yes.
and I'm older than you. I have gotten excited about the potential more years than you have.
I don't think so.
Maybe not, but I'd like to think so. I I don't want to count my chickens before they hatched. I ain't counting anything, and I don't understand the Bob Uecker scripting. Are you saying that they're doing this because Bob Uecker passed, and so this is like a tribute to him? So you think other teams are backing off,
I think the
or do you
MLB.
think it's one
I
of these
think the
like in
MLB.
the cards?
I think the MLB said, "Hey, Milwaukee, it's your year. We're doing this for Bob. Go get your
So you think it
title."
was a pep talk, one of
I
those
think.
locker room pep
I
talks?
think it. I mean, I'm a diehard Brewer fan. I think they're doing now the pieces together, and I'm not a believer in scripting, but go look at some of these games they've won. I mean, let's just talk about this last. Like, obviously, we just swept the Pirates, but
Well,
let's go back to the weekend of the Mets. You start
yep.
Friday night. You win that game because you throw at a runner at home plate. Like that's how you won to get the final out of the game. It's a walk off, throw them out from center field. Okay,
So,
then you go Saturday, blow them out, win pretty handily.
mhm,
Sunday, you get down 5-0, and you
right.
come all the way back and hit a walk off home run. Like
We saw that
you
one.
talk about, you're gonna let the eggs hatch or whatever, but you got to realize you've seen the Brewers in the playoffs
They're pecking.
two more times than I have in my entire life. Because you get 81 and 82. That's it.
I didn't see. Well, I guess they're on TV. You're right. Yeah, I don't count
But
unless I go to the game. But yeah. I hear what you're saying, and
yeah,
I got to listen to it on the radio at my grandma's house. That whole George Webb thing that you're talking about, I was in her apartment. We were all sitting around the radio listening to it, not because we didn't have a TV, but because it was really cool. And WTMJ does a way better job announcing than any of the TV announcers at the time.
yeah.
So you can hear Bob Uecker right there. Best
But
thing.
I don't know how they don't do it. I really don't. I'm in a full belief like if there's a year to do it, and I understand this
This is the
August
year.
13th that we have 2 months left of baseball and anything can
How
happen.
many games? How many games you got left?
Well, I gotta look. I forget what. I think we're
That would be my
70.
thing.
I
Yeah,
think
we're
we're
70.
seven.
We're at 70. You got what, 100,
No, no,
130 games?
no. We're 76 and 44. So that is
Really?
yeah. So what is that?
Hey,
76 40. That should be easy. That's an 80. We're at 120. We got 42 games left. 42 games left right now, and we're gonna be up. We're at 7.5 as we speak, but the Cubs are winning 4-1, so we'll drop.
mm-hmm.
That'll probably drop. We'll sit seven games ahead in the division. Best record in baseball. We are currently sitting at 6 wins away with 42 games left in the season to clinch a over 500 or better record. The Brewers have won only 96 games as their highest total, and that was in 2018, and they are
Uh-huh.
on pace to eclipse the 100 win mark.
Who's done that before?
A bunch of teams, just not the Brewers. It's just not the
Just not
Brewers.
the Brewers.
This is the team with what? This is the youngest one. I don't know. They're the one of the youngest teams in baseball. They are the youngest team that will be in the playoffs or in contention to be in the playoffs. They are the youngest team.
Youngest team by what? Players' age?
Age, on
Really?
average. On average, the
Really?
age of the team,
How
they are the
young are
youngest
these
team.
kids?
But
Jeepers
they,
creepers.
but you got to give all credit to Pat Murphy. That guy is a wizard. He should win Coach of the Year already.
Magical.
He
Magical.
he finds the way to motivate guys who
Oh.
just needed a change of scenery, a second life, and he motivates guys that you've never even heard of. Mom, you probably couldn't even name 5 players on the Brewers.
I can, but I
Oh,
have to think about it. But here's the thing. Isn't this his second year?
correct.
Okay, see, I'm on top of it. I'm on top of it.
Second year as
Um,
manager.
right. Exactly.
Where was he before he became the manager?
Ohio State.
No, he's on the Brewers just as the associate head coach under
Was
Craig
he the
Counsell.
bench warmer? Was he
He
the
was
ball boy?
he was
Was he the bat boy? That's what it'd be.
he worked with Craig before
Bat
Craig
boy.
decided to head to the north side of Chicago and become the coach for the Cubs because
How,
he's the highest manager
how's that
ever.
working out for him?
Yeah, second place is looking pretty good.
Well, he got more money. Didn't he get like $3 million more dollars? Wouldn't you do
Yeah,
it for $3 million more dollars?
no, and this is why
Really? Well, you love Brewers.
Craig Counsell was a player for the Brewers. He
Sure.
is the winningest manager in Brewers history. There is one team you don't go to, and that is the rival. Like Cubs
Oh
fans,
yeah, but that's just like that goes back to Favre. Where'd Favre go? Vikings.
no, he went
People
to the New
forget.
York Jets.
And then he went to the Vikings.
That's fine. Could you imagine
It's a
what,
rival.
what would you do? Just imagine if Brett Favre or Aaron Rodgers go to the Chicago Bears.
I don't care where Aaron Rodgers goes. Um,
Not the
Brett
point.
Favre. I would have been mad. I would have been very, very angry. Except now I'm a Bears fan by marriage, so maybe
That
I would have been
sucks.
happy. I
That
bet you I would have
sucks.
been happy at the time because Dad and I are married. I would have probably been
Have you
cheering.
figured out 5 Brewers to name on this team? Because I still don't think you can.
Um, there is
Yeah.
hold on. There's Braun
Nope. Not on the team.
because
Hasn't
he's the
been on.
paper towel guy.
He hasn't been. He hasn't been on the team in a while.
There's Hernandez.
Nope. Don't know where you got that from.
Just
You don't even
there's
know.
Griffin.
Griffin? Yeah, he works for the Brewers. Griffin Allen works for the Brewers. Good try. You know what? Hey,
I'm more of a fan without needing to know the names.
you're a
There's
fan
a
of the
lot of us out
atmosphere.
there.
You're a fan
I'm
of the
a
atmosphere.
fan of the game and the sport and the work.
Well, and
I always get floored by. I like to know what the attendance is because I think that's a lot of fun. I want to bet on the sausage race,
yeah,
and I always get floored by the ages of these players because some of them, I mean, they're babies. I don't know how they're playing Major League Baseball. So, yeah, I'm right now. I have gone to what 2 Brewers games you've gone to? Yeah, opening day in
yeah,
May. Yeah,
yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know any of the Brewers. I was cheering along. I knew when they went up there. I'm not retaining their information.
It's
I
okay.
think I'm getting too old to care. I bet you there's a certain age where you stop retaining names and information
You're
of
just there
players.
for. You're a fan of the atmosphere, and I think you got to give a shout out to the Brewers fan base and what they've done over this last
Big.
homestand. Is they're showing up even on Sunday. Everybody was questioning who was
Of
going to get to the game.
course.
Sold out.
Yeah,
Forty-two
why
thousand
wouldn't
people.
you go? There wasn't there they didn't know if they would have parking though. They told
Yeah.
people well, you may not be able to park. We don't know where you're gonna park, but people don't care. They
Everybody's like,
went. Absolutely.
I've seen so many things. There's like, you do it like you used to do it. Go park on a city street and walk. Find a shuttle. Go
You
to
remember doing that? We
no.
did that. We parked like 6 blocks away. We had to go up. We had to go around the corner. Dad wanted free parking. You guys were little, so
Never
we ended
again.
up parking.
Never.
I think we parked in Wauwatosa, and then we walked.
But yeah. So
Okay,
Brewers World Series. I'm calling it right now.
yeah, we're calling World Series. So if they go to the World Series, you're definitely going to go to a game.
I will not miss that a game. I will be
Okay, so then I'll go to a game. But then we got a tailgate. So
there.
if we go to the World
Yeah.
Series, we're not okay.
We might show up
So
the day before.
No, but we're going to tailgate, right? So I get
You
to
gonna
make
remember the
rules
hot
with
dogs?
tailgate.
I get no. No, you don't.
One time I forget the hot dogs. This is supposed to be a team sport. It's
No.
team packing.
As
One
my
time
brother
I
liked
forget
to
the
remind
hot
me this
dogs.
past week, you forgot the hot dogs on opening day and then forgot the extra propane to get propane on the day, man. We ran
Well,
out of
you
propane.
shouldn't have cooked the veggie burgers first. Who the hell cooks veggie burgers at a Brewers game? You did it to be nice, very appreciative, but you always cook the beef first. You
Yeah.
can't cook veggie burgers. They're
Weren't you
beans.
eating those burgers? Wasn't that for you?
I did. Yeah. No, they weren't
You're
for
what?
me. They were for me and somebody else. They were really good. Thank you very much for doing
You're
that. You
welcome.
took
You're
care of
welcome.
your mom. But I will say, moving forward, burgers. I was willing to ask the people next to us for the hot dogs and for the propane. Well, for the grill. You said no. Everybody said no. They're right there. We're community. Everybody's grilling.
We gotta be more responsible and just
But
that's
that was the best game. We had the front row for opening day. No, that was May. We had
no, it
the
was
best
not.
seat in the house. Yeah, it was May. Because we had all of the get along gang there. Remember,
We
there
were
was
not
all of us.
we were not front row. May we were front row, nice and close because I bought those tickets.
Yeah, I said May.
No, I mean opening day because I walked you around the stadium. You didn't know where we were sitting, and then I brought you down. It was just me and you. There's no way I was dropping that price on tickets for 6 people. Trust me, we spent $50 on the tickets in May.
That was it? Okay. So parking, we didn't have front row. I thought we did.
Oh,
No,
you're
that's right.
talking
Opening.
you're talking
I'm talking
parking.
parking.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
parking we had front row. I
Yeah,
thought you
thank
meant
you.
the game. I thought you meant the game.
No,
I said,
parking's way more exciting.
yeah.
Parking, we had the best seats in the house for parking. We were right there.
And actually,
Best.
unfortunately, the next day after we went in May, I went again, and me and Bird had better parking because we were preferred in an aisle next to everything, so we had the
Oh,
whole area.
fancy,
Could have put set up
fancy.
bags and everything. You would have been. You've been heaven.
Okay, so here's my rules. If we
Okay.
go to the World Series game, we're bringing bags. We're
There's not going to
playing.
be any room.
What? See, no, there will be room.
Okay, we
I
can
get
put them in the
to bring us
car.
the mini bags. I bring the mini bags every time. Then I get to bring the mini bags, and we're going to play full games.
Okay.
Full game on.
I just want to hope that if we go to a Brewers game in May or the World Series, there's going to be a group of us going.
Who? Who else wants to go?
Dane told me he'd fly in from New Jersey to go to the World Series.
Really?
Think he's coming in.
He's going to fly in on an airplane to go.
Bird would probably go. Josephine would maybe want to go. Maybe she would have to stay with dogs. Or Austin would want to go.
She doesn't.
Baldwin would not.
Dad won't want to go. We'll have you guys bring the dogs up. We'll leave all the dogs with Dad.
Yeah. No, I mean,
okay, that'd be a good group.
there's enough people that I know that are Brewer fans that if I was like, hey, we're going to the game, let's get tickets, and
they'd go.
just make a big, not
Do I
going to
get to
say
still
party,
take along?
huh?
Do I get
Yes.
to still take along?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I care about.
We just like it. It would be a lot of fun. So
Okay, I'm
But-
in. Game on.
we
Game on. You better knock on wood. You don't jinx anything now. You're talking all about this and getting everybody excited. They're all going to be buying their Brewers gear. I got my socks. I got my jacket. I got my finger. I got my hat. I got my shirt. I need to find Brewers pants. Brewers leggings.
speak it into existence. Isn't that what they say? Speak it into existence. But
Good job. Okay.
moving on, we're gonna jump into another sport that's really starting up. One of the sports that you actually follow a little bit, more, and that would be the world of football. And
Football.
preseason football is upon us. One of the most interesting, boring, but still exciting somehow because people are just like want that football. It's like people don't care about preseason basketball or spring training baseball, but people care about preseason football because it gives them a little bit like here it is, but it's not what it really is going to be. Here it is. Oh, but no, it's like they're teasing you with what it is. And but the big topic over the first week of preseason football is how are teams playing their starters has been the big debate. You take the look at the Cincinnati Bengals, and they played all their starters. They played right, and their reasoning behind it was their reasoning behind it was the last couple of years they've started off slow in the regular season, and so you want to get the kinks out right now, so you're ready to go week one. Because in the NFL these days, if you start out slow to start, it's an uphill battle to try to climb back. Where other teams, the Chicago Bears, for example, they did not play Caleb Williams. They did not play their starting line. They did not play their starters at all. And so you start questioning, do you play your starters or do you not? And is it better to play or not? And I want to hear what your thoughts are on this.
So I do have thoughts on it, and they're conflicting thoughts because you don't want to hurt your starters.
Yeah.
You don't want to injure your top players at all, and that can happen in preseason because you have guys out there fighting for spots on a team. they're cutting it down from 90 to 54 players or something by the time
Yeah,
season starts.
53-man roster you will have.
53, okay. So you got guys who are wanting to live the dream, and they got nothing to lose, right? So you do your starters. My thing is, here's where my thing is, as a coach, I would be working the tail off of those starters day in, day out, because they should be ready to go on the first game. If you're not playing them preseason, if they're sitting around like prima donnas putting their feet up or laughing, or you see the guys bopping this last game, that's hilarious. Oh my God, I loved it. It was so choreographed out well. Couldn't get that word out. Then these guys need to be ready to go. Like, they need to be, there should be no kinks. I think it's an excuse. I think it's coddling. I think that's too much coddling. Why do you have to have a practice run? If you're a starter, you should know the game. You should be able to play the game. You should be able to step in and do the game. But I think it's also on the coaches. I think the coaches need to make sure that those starters are ready to go. And they can't, I guess, the other side of me, so that's one side. Then the other side of me says, yeah, toss them in, because they might have kinks. They might be walking around with their head up their butt still, or thinking that they're better than sliced bread, and they are no longer, because you get older, your joints get worse. Maybe you didn't take care of yourself. Maybe you're not taking the game as seriously as you should because you think you're so good. Yeah. So it's good to get out there and maybe get yourself leveled a couple times to go, wow, I got to get back on it to work the kinks out. My big thing is I'd be worried about injury, especially when you're looking at something like Aaron Rodgers, when he played the first year on the Jets, his first game within the first quarter, first 4 minutes of it, tears his Achilles tendon. Like that stuff can happen in preseason. Then you got your starters that are out, like the guys that were going to be magical and help you, they're gone. So I got conflicting on it, but I don't think, my big thing is, here's my big thing. If you're on the field, you should suit up. You shouldn't be on the field in your sweatpants and your T-shirt with your headphones on, eating a burrito. Get yourself in your uniform. You're part of a team. I'm so like,
sometimes
that's
you just don't dress. Sometimes you just don't dress.
I think you should. I think you should.
Where would you like them?
I want them dressed. I want them on the sidelines. I want them like the guys who want the spot that run up and down the sidelines. I think of high school football. Like, you got that guy that's like always in the clean uniform, and he's just running up and down the sidelines following. He's like, put me in, coach.
I'm ready, coach.
Those guys, you make them do the work like their team. So in a team, there's no I in team. So in a team, you should have the hierarchy of, well, these guys can wear their jammies and goof around and be on TikTok the whole time while the other guys are out trying to prove their spot. Somebody else might say, well, they've earned their spot, but have they? They earned their spot from last year, but they haven't. Have they earned their spot this year yet? If they have to work out kinks, they may not have earned their spot. Put them. So I guess there you go. Now I'm back to putting them in a uniform and getting them on the field.
Yeah, I think
there you go.
I mean, I agree on the injury point. I think like that's the risk you take. Look at Jordan Love for the Packers. He played week 1 of preseason, hurt his thumb, had a small procedure on his thumb already. A little surgery.
Yeah.
To repair some tendons in it. He'll be ready for week 1, so it's not that big of a deal. But you do look at that and you like wonder, like, okay, like, is it worth it? But I'm also sitting here and I think it's a very situational by situation. Like, Aaron Rodgers is not going to play in the preseason. If I'm the Pittsburgh Steelers, I'm not playing Aaron Rodgers in the preseason.
No, I agree.
But for some of these quarterbacks, like the Chicago Bears situation, Caleb Williams, he's going into his second year.
Yeah, he should be playing.
He, in my eyes, needs every reps. And no matter how much you work him, you have a joint practices on Friday with the opposing teams. Like, those are so live, scripted situations that it's not the game situations. And I agree, like, you got to play. Like, I'm not putting Caleb Williams out there from the Bears. I'm not putting the starting lineup there. I'm not having my quarterback just go get hit.
Right, yeah. But you have to put everybody.
When it comes to these young guys who are, first couple, years in the league, it's like these are more reps that can go. And definitely for teams that are rebuilding. If you're an established winning team, there's no reason to do it in my eyes. Like, but then you say, like, Patrick Mahomes, he played in the first preseason game. You know what I mean? And that guy's he's got some Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
So what does he have to prove in the preseason other than he wants to go out there and just play?
Well, then he's doing it because he wants to play. because
And
he wants to
so
get out.
it's just I think it's such a like I believe that you need to play to get the kinks, and I think you will see that teams start slow. With I think it's probably a proven fact if you go study it that if teams will start slower if they don't play their starters during the preseason. But
Okay.
I understand the injury aspect of it, and you don't want to lose players to injury in like what would you consider a preseason game. But
Right.
like you gave the Aaron Rodgers example, like
Hmm.
okay, what's different than him playing and hurting himself in a preseason game than him hurting it on the fourth snap of the first year he was with the Jets? Like
Right.
they'll
Right.
down for the year. Like
You're done no matter
and
what.
and instead of now, you're all in a situation. You have this quarterback. The backups are getting reps. They're maybe playing the preseason, but they're nowhere mentally to where they are.
Hmm.
Um, you go and I mean, a lot of it comes back to coaching. You take the Packers last year. Jordan Love goes down on a third to last play of the game and is out for 3 weeks. They bring in Malik Willis, who was just traded 2 weeks before first game, and he goes 3-0. And so
Yeah.
a lot of it has to do with coaching and putting your players in a position to where they won't get hurt. But if you're a young quarterback, if you're a young team, like you
Hmm.
got to get these reps because they are important. Because for how much preseason is, you do have that guy who's a fourth stringer, and he's like, I got to get the third string to get my
Right.
practice spot, or to make maybe have a chance at this roster. And so
Sure.
they are flying around and they're playing in with that.
They got a lot
They're
of
they're giving the real life
them.
aspect that's not controlled with whistles blowing at practice or
Hmm. Hmm.
down and
Right.
like I'm a
Yes.
fan of you got to at least play. I'm not saying they need to play the whole game, but you got to get the whole not playing at all. I think hurts you, and I think you will see that going forward.
But then, okay, so then here's the thing. So then, if you let's just say there's a rule that's established says you got to play all your starters at least one preseason game. Like every single starter, you can't have a starter sit out every game. They got to get in. So do you do your whole starting lineup because you're not going to throw in your starting quarterback without any of the guys around him to protect him. The the defense, do they all have to be starters, or do you say
Well,
starters on starters, or do you say that well that team because then the starters, although those guys are playing for their spots, so they're going to play with
here's
their
the
heart.
here's the thing that rule could never get made because how do you determine what a starter is?
Well, okay, there you
Because
go. And that kind of
realistically,
goes back to all of this.
realistically, you could easily say, "Oh, I got to play all my starters." Well, all my fourth stringers are my starters today.
Well, what? So then this goes back to everybody needs to suit up and do it. Here's my issue with the NFL. Here's my issue. I was like, who's coming in here? The dog's back inside. They get it's gone soft.
It's
I'm
gone so.
sorry. It's gone soft
Okay.
over the last 2 years. And it's not the safety stuff. It's the stupid calls. Everybody's getting called on everything. No, let them play the game.
Let him play some football.
Stop trying. If they want to play flag football, then go create a flag football pro league. Well, there probably is one out there. Then put that on.
Yeah.
Make that Sunday night football. Let them play. So part of this whole like keeping starters out, if they're starters, I mean now anybody can be a starter. Maybe everybody is playing their starters. We don't know.
True.
Because if the true starter sucks when they play the first game, they're going to be benched, and then that guy who wasn't the starter, is going to be coming up. So
Yeah.
just make them all play.
I guess
There
we'll
you
see.
go.
I guess we'll see. Week 2 of the preseason starts tomorrow night. A couple games on, and then you got it through the weekend. So we'll see what teams decide to do as we head into week 2 of the preseason.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
Coming
There
up
we go.
next, right now on Bleacher Talk, I'm going to let Mom take over. She got a
Oh,
assignment to create a little segment. I have no idea what it is, so I'm going to let Mother you take it over.
don't I don't have graphics. I should get
Uh
graphics.
oh.
Oh my gosh, hold on. I got to work my
Share
phone
your
here.
screen.
No. Oh God, you don't want me doing this. Okay, this
Multi-cam.
segment
Okay.
this this segment is going to be sport or splat.
Okay. Sport or splat.
Sport or splat. So we're going to have discussion about things they're calling sports. But my argument is if alcohol makes it better,
Is
is
it a
it
sport?
really a sport?
Okay. Okay.
Is it really a sport?
Let's see. So I just got to tell you if I think it's a sport or a splat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Badminton.
Sport.
What? A sport?
Yeah. Have you
Is
have
it
you
in the
watched?
Olympics?
Yeah. Have you watched it in the Olympics? Those guys,
Joe would
they're
be
like,
so mad at me right
ooh.
now, Anna, because it was like the only time she got an A in gym class or something was in badminton. She'll
She
talk about it all the time.
she got a gold medal at the cardiac rehab games in 2022.
I think that was for shooting bags in a hula hoop or something. She did good. She's got
Yeah.
that gold medal.
Badminton, because badminton's not a. Okay, I'll give you my
You're just
explanation on some of
it's
it.
not a sport.
No. I'll give you an explanation on why it's a sport after I go through these because I have a kind of
Okay.
with the yeah
Okay. Uh, bags.
splat
Cornhole?
splat.
You don't think that's this? You don't think ESPN having bags tournaments and people winning money having sponsors is a sport?
No, I mean I think you're winning money, but you can win money plenty of different ways. So I don't think that has to do. And my explanation at the end of all this on why I chose
Okay.
will make
Okay.
sense.
Hot dog eating.
It's- so competitive hot dog eating.
Think hard about this. I'm gonna have all hate mail go to you.
That's a
Mm.
tough one
What?
because
What's tough about it? It's eating food. That means every
because
time
the
you go out to
because
eat, you be,
you got to think about the amount of training that these guys do for it.
oh,
Like
what?
I've heard like something like they're chewing like 7 to 8 pieces of gum at the same time
Oh,
to try to strengthen their back molars. Like they're
they
training for
do.
these events. But
The
I would say
molars. You can't strengthen your molars. You strengthen the muscles.
your jaws must whatever you know what I meant. I would go splat right now. I'd go
Splat. I'm
splat.
not tracking these. You're gonna have to
Yeah,
remember them.
I got it.
Arm wrestling.
Splat.
Arm wrestling? They have
Yes.
competitive arm wrestling. I just saw it. Hold on.
Okay.
No, wait. I got to bring up the other ones. These
I
were great.
believe
These
they
were great.
I believe they have competitive arm wrestling. I just don't think
They do. No, they
it's a
do.
sport. It's a sport.
It was just on. It was just on
Not a sport.
ESPN, and we were
It's not a
just
sport.
watching. We were watching it. Soapbox racing.
What?
Not like a soapbox. Soapbox racing. It's like you
Never heard
make
of it. Not a sport.
handcrafted vehicles. It's the little cardboard boxes that you
That's
turn into
not
vehicles.
like the one that you get would like
Huge. Well,
you go
just
would
so
do
you
with the
know,
Boy
it's huge.
Scouts.
Hate mail goes to William J. Thomas. Okay, you're gonna love this one.
Uh-oh.
People train for this. Cheese rolling.
What? Cheese? That's not a sport. You only
Cheese
gave
rolling. They do. So, in a sport, can you get injured in a sport?
yes.
Do you have to run in a sport?
No.
Do you get tackled in a sport?
No.
You can. It's
Oh, you
a
can.
possibility.
There's a possible. Well, there's a possibility you can get tackled at anything.
Cheese racing. It's a
Yeah.
big sport. Cheese rolling.
Cheese rolling.
Okay, I got some more here.
Okay.
Underwater hockey.
That would be a sport in my eyes.
What? What? How would that be a sport?
Is hockey not a sport?
Hockey on the ice is a sport.
Nah.
Underwater hockey, these people are wrestling around on the bottom of a with snorkel gear on the
Yeah.
bottom of a pool, pushing a puck around. It looks like with one of the dish soap pads.
It's a sport. It's a sport.
Oh, okay.
My explanation will make sense at the end.
Hold on. Ear pulling.
Like just
No, like these people put strings. You lock your feet together. You put strings around your ears and somebody else, and you pull on each other's
that's
ears.
not a sport. That's not a
Well, your
sport.
hate mail goes again to William. It's competitive ear pulling.
Don't care. Not a sport.
Hold on. There's another good
Jeez,
one that I
how
wanted
many
to.
you got?
Hold on. Oh, table tennis, but I won't do that one. Oh, there was another really good one. That I must have been thinking about the cheese rolling one.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay,
So
that's what I got.
so this is my pretty much my standard on what I can consider a sport and what I consider not a sport.
No boy.
You because you definitely like alcohol for some of the stuff is like makes it better. But if you can play a game with a drink in your hand, it's not a sport. And
I gotta
like,
think about that.
so like, take badminton. You're not going to play badminton with a drink
You
in your
can
hand.
totally do it with the drink in your hand, though.
Not
You did
competitively.
say,
Not competitively. You can't. If you're moving
why
around too much
can't
and
you?
you're swinging, you're gonna spill your drink.
Not if you have it in a Yeti
No,
or one of
nobody's.
those Olas. What are they? Olas, koalas, colas.
You're not gonna see somebody holding. You could when you watch badminton in the Olympics, you're not gonna see somebody holding a drink. But when you watch professional ACL American Cornhole League, you could easily imagine those guys holding a drink in their hand.
But they don't. I
Well,
can
because they're
imagine
on
badminton players
TV,
doing. I can imagine badminton players doing
yeah,
it.
you would
I'm
have made
gonna take.
everything. You made everything a what? What would you made everything a sport or everything a splat?
No, I disagree with you on some of these.
Mm,
So hot dog eating is a splat because you can hold a drink.
yeah, well doing it.
Okay. Arm wrestling is a splat because you can. Oh, I know one of them. It was professional. It was wife carrying. I
Wife
can't find
carrying?
them. It's
That's not
wife
that's
carrying race.
that's not a sport,
Competitive
unfortunately.
wife carrying.
Yeah, it's not a sport.
Might not be able to hold a drink in your hand though. Arm wrestling, you can't hold a drink in your hand.
Yeah, you can. How many?
It's
Where
the
do you
same as
where do
badminton.
you where do you see more people arm wrestling other than
I've
maybe
never
at the
seen anyone
professional?
arm wrestle with a drink in their hand.
But where do you see it? At a bar. You know how many
At
people get
all.
cocky like I'm gonna beat this guy in arm wrestling, and they got the drink in the hand. And they're like, "Let's go."
But no, the other hand's
No,
under the table.
no. I've seen it hold a drink. Not a
Oh,
sport. Good
I
try.
veto you.
I don't care.
I veto that.
My show.
Thank you.
Take a step up in the bleachers,
Cheese
lady.
rolling.
Okay.
Cheese rolling, you're going to call a sport because you can't hold a drink in your
I
hand
don't
if
even
you're
know what
rolling.
cheese rolling is.
So cheese rolling, I'm going to tell you. It is done in England. This is a game that is often hilarious for spectators and painful for participants. It's over
Oh,
200-year-old
is that
tradition.
is that when they chuck
Participants,
the cheese down the?
let me talk.
They chuck no stop.
Participants race down a very steep and
Yeah, I know
hill,
what you.
chasing
Yeah, I've seen
around
this.
double
Yeah, I see. I know what you're
Gloucester
talking about now. I know
that
what
weighs
you're talking
90
about,
pounds. It goes up to 70 miles an hour. The
dude. That's it.
cheese
I've seen video.
roll.
These people go down. They're trying to get that. They start tumbling. You're gonna get injured. I mean, I'm
So
not gonna.
is it a sport now?
No, it's not. It's no different than like watching slippery stairs.
But you can't
Okay,
hold a drink.
okay,
You can't hold
but
a
it's
drink
not a
very
sport. You're not. No, nice try.
You can wear one of the helmets with the straw in your mouth.
Um,
But you're
chasing.
still saying it's a splat, but it totally cancels out your reasoning for
And
calling the sport a
I
splat.
said this was not a has to hit this parameter to be considered a splat.
So
I said
you're gonna screw yourself. Underwater hockey. You're
that's a
calling that
sport.
a sport.
Yeah.
The only reason they can't hold a drink in the hand is because it floats to the top.
Well, also they're swimming and playing hockey. Those are considered two sports. You took two sports and combined into one. That's a sport.
This
That's a
is
sport.
really funny. These people are like swimming, like, they're like on top of each other. Like I'd be afraid of drowning. You could easily like cover up somebody's little snorkel hole, freak them out. And
Penalty
this is a
box.
co-ed. We got a woman in here, and we got two guys. This is
Good.
co-ed.
Good.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
What were the other ones? We got cheese rolling, soapbox racing. You're not supposed to drink and drive, so you can't.
That's
That's a
not a real
sport
car.
now.
Is it? Are you really driving? Or are you just cruising?
Hell yeah, you are. You make it. You have to make it. The
Yeah.
soapbox car.
Closed
I don't
road.
know.
Allowed to do it. Downhill.
All right, here you
But
go. There was my segment. Sport or
that's a good one.
splat?
That's a good one. I like that.
Thanks.
I like that.
Thanks.
That's
I
good.
learned a lot about different sports. There's
The
a
question
whole
is,
bunch of weird
the question
sports.
is like we got to do this every week. You got to come up with a segment by yourself, and just
A new one?
well, like,
I
the
can
only
do
thing
it.
we can just
I got it.
we can't just do sport or splat. You've already used all your good ones.
Oh,
So,
Will, I get tons of good ones. That isn't all. I
but
got, my mind's
moving
always spinning.
moving on to some other fun. The back in a little bit baseball. We're gonna jump back into baseball a little bit. The
Okay.
baseball in the Major League Baseball decided that they were gonna play a baseball game in the middle of a NASCAR track a couple weeks ago.
You
This
told me that.
this
That's so
upcoming
funny.
weekend they're having their Little League World Series game, so they're playing an MLB game in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. They've had the Field of Dreams game. I
Yeah,
think
that's
like
cool. We
they've
tried to go to that. Those were
yeah,
sold out.
we tried. But Major League Baseball's really, I think, tried to make their game more known to other places, in pretty much because they keep playing in crazy venues in
Well,
weird
so what
places.
do you think they're trying to accomplish? They're trying to broaden the audience, or they're trying to, because like the NFL will go to other countries to kind of broaden the
Yeah, and I mean the
American football.
Major League Baseball's gone to Mexico. They did a series in
Oh, they
London a
have.
couple of years.
Okay, yeah.
So like they've gone global. I mean, and they have a team technically in another country already, unlike the NFL,
So,
Toronto Blue Jays. But
oh, nice technicality. You're right.
I think that they're just trying to broaden their audience and give people a little more, you know, fun. I mean, I
Well, it's
think
supposed to be America's pastime.
I think a lot of people enjoy going to different baseball stadiums. I feel like you would hear more people want to cross off hitting all Major League Baseball stadiums before you'd hear people say they want to cross off all
Yeah,
NFL football
you're
stadiums.
you're spot on with that. You're spot on.
Like
I've never thought about going to NFL, but I have had that come across. I've
because
talked to you about that, going to all of the Major League Baseball
because
stadiums.
every baseball stadium's unique in its own way. It's not like there's set dimensions. Like the base diamond obviously has to be a set, but the
Yeah,
outfield fence, you have Boston with the Green
very.
Monster, you have Wrigley
Yep.
with, the Ivy, you have Yankee Stadium with the short porch in right field,
Mhm.
like you have,
Cool.
PNC Park in Pittsburgh with the iconic backdrop of the bridge in the city. Like there's so much stuff when it comes to baseball that I think is so fun that's why they are able to
There's more to
do,
it.
the Field of Dreams game, the Little
Yep.
League World Series, like that. So my thing is here. I want to hear from you, and I have some places that are
Okay.
realistic, unrealistic, but I want to hear your top five
I have to have five.
places. Well, just or whatever, just your
Well,
top.
you told me. You said top five cool places for a baseball game.
Yeah, that's not a baseball stadium. You just picked five stadiums, didn't you?
No, no, but I used a very broad cool places.
Oh, did you like pick a
No,
country?
I'll tell you. So the first place I think would be cool to see a baseball game would be in an ice rink. That'd be cool.
They're just
Like
gonna build.
everyone, like it'll be great. You don't have the rugs. You have it like when they have like when the hockey teams have somebody
But
come out during
this
like the
okay.
the, the breaks, and they don't have any rugs, and they have the regular tennis shoes on, and they're trying
So
not to fall.
so this was like you're supposed to pick places that they could build and put a baseball stadium in.
Well,
Too.
you could have ice around it. That wasn't the
Okay.
directions. The
Good.
directions you gave me, you said cool places for a baseball game. So I
Fair.
was thinking, cool, not literally temperature wise, although my first one could qualify for that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to hear my second one?
Let me hear
You're
it.
not going to be happy with me.
Totally did not do this correctly. I'm
You did
realizing
not explain it.
I
Guidelines. You need guidelines.
I gotta make better rules. We gotta
My
make.
second one is on a lake with inflatables. So you have inflatables as the bases, and they have to hit and swim and get to it and go down. That would
All
be
right.
cool.
All right. Cutting you off. Now we're gonna go to the
Oh,
realist.
I'll give you my third one. My third one you're gonna like better. But that would be a cool place for a baseball game. You just told me cool places for a baseball game. Unique. That would draw. If you
But you
start to do
can't. You're not playing a baseball. You're playing a whole different game. If you start putting, you got to put the diamond with the dirt, the grass with the. Now, if you want to put it inside a baseball game inside of a inflatable park, no, that's different.
Oh, well, see the rules. I didn't realize. I thought it was just playing the game in different ways in different areas.
All right.
So you're still playing the game.
Gotcha.
Same
Okay.
rules,
Okay.
same measurements. Okay, the third one, because I didn't do five, I only did three, is a high school field. And the reason why that would be cool is because you could have the high schools all kind of like submit like why you should come and bring a major league game to their high school.
Yep.
And then of course there's going to be a whole bunch of technicalities go along with parking and see. But you could keep it small. You could have a nice tight game, and you could charge $3,000 a seat like they do at Field of Dreams and make it impossible for the average Joe to go. But
Yeah.
I thought that one. So that one's more in line with what your guidelines, the
Yeah.
unspoken guidelines were.
Okay. So now here's mine.
I still really like the hockey rink or the ice rink.
So here's one of my 5 that I've thought of. I think Major League Baseball should do.
I would have been so mad at my other ones I was thinking of.
Yeah, I don't.
they were
This
gonna be they were gonna be zip lining. Like they zip line to the next building. Like you have to beat like the guy throwing it. It would have been cool. Okay, anyways. Go ahead.
So one of my 5 is Major League Baseball playing a game in Alaska during the summer at midnight because it's day and calling it they have because it's sunlight and now there's an Alaskan college baseball league who does this already and it's one of the top.
Do
yeah
okay, so that would be cool.
Game.
There we go.
But I think it'd be really cool because obviously there's no major league teams in Alaska. Like you got to do it during the summer, and I think it'd just be really cool. Like what a crazy experience to have a Major League Baseball game going on at
midnight.
At midnight,
that'd be cool. Okay,
like I don't know how it would go with teams.
Park to do it in.
Huh? Well, you would just build one. There's plenty of space in Alaska. It's the biggest state in the United States. Plenty of space. You could build one anywhere.
They could do it on ice.
There you go. But like I think that would be very cool.
That would be cool.
Obviously.
Okay, that's a unique way. I like that way of thinking. That would be really fun to go to a game at midnight.
Yeah, like in Alaska.
But what would you tailgate?
Late
food.
Dinner.
That's dinner time.
Midnight cravings.
Everybody have like an ice cream bar out is what would happen. You have your 20 kinds of popcorn.
Yeah.
Cheese trays. Okay, go ahead.
I think another spot in this, like some people might hate this, but I think you should build a baseball stadium by Augusta National and have a baseball game on the Wednesday before the Masters.
Why on the Wednesday before? They're practicing all week long.
Because but not at night. You don't want it Thursday through Sunday because you don't want to take it away from the Masters.
Right.
But if you could play a 7:00, and granted that's just in Georgia, so it's early April. You play a game at 7:00, but right around Augusta, like I think that would be a fun place.
So you build the stadium and you bring people in,
and you have that Masters crowd, and you can incorporate baseball and golf.
You could. Never mind. I'm making up a whole new game now. I'm going to have them hitting golf balls instead of baseballs.
Yep. There you go. So I think doing it because that's a cool combo that you could do is around Augusta.
Well, no, you wouldn't just do. Here's the thing. Don't just do Wednesday. Make it a series. Do Sunday through Wednesday. Bring people in Sunday.
Really, you would probably actually schedule the game for Tuesday, and then make sure the teams don't play Wednesday. Like that's what they did for the NASCAR series, the one they did in the NASCAR stadium in Bristol, is they scheduled the game for Saturday, but both teams didn't play Sunday, just in case it rained like it did, and the game gets rained out. They have Sunday to make it up, so people don't lose that opportunity.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
No, here's the thing: you make the baseball game a night game or a day game?
It'd be a night game.
Be a night game.
Yeah, because you'd want to incorporate the golfers and everything, and like you said, they're having their practice rounds, but no one's practicing at 7:00 at night in April.
All right.
That's it.
Okay, I like that. I like it.
Okay.
Good.
Third spot. You should do it where the Kentucky Derby is in their infield.
Your stuff is so normal. Oh, you should do it while they're doing the Kentucky Derby.
But
and if they hit one of the horses, you could bet on that.
Jesus, that's terrible. PETA's gonna come get us. PETA's gonna go.
Don't do that. That would be bad.
The infields of these, horse tracks and like Churchill Downs are so massive. Big? So massive you can fit a baseball stadium.
Why do they have to be that big?
Because the track's just that big.
Because the horse, they only run around once, right?
You got like a mile circle, realistically.
Really? So they only go one time around. It's a mile.
I don't know if it's a mile, but let me look up how big Churchill Downs.
So what do they put in the middle right now?
Grass. It's usually where they... It's usually like people are.
But do they have seating? Is what I'm wondering. Do they have seating? No. Is it like a race at a race where they have like 20 million campers in the middle there of people who bought the tickets?
I don't think they have campers like a NASCAR race, but
wouldn't that be? You know what would be awesome is to combine NASCAR racing and the Kentucky Derby. So you get to camp in the middle of the Kentucky Derby, and Instead of along with the hats, you could have cut off T-shirts.
So the at Churchill Downs in Kentucky, home of the Kentucky Derby, the main track, which is the dirt track, is a mile oval. So like
Oh wow!
picture an oval that's a mile. You can easily put a baseball stadium. Like they're not
Yeah,
that.
you totally could.
And then they have a turf track inside that dirt track, which is 7/8 of a mile long. So it's still pretty big. You could still
Yeah,
fit something. So
you could
like
still
that's
put a baseball field without disrupting either one of those tracks.
correct.
Okay.
And so like that would be that bring Major League Baseball to Kentucky for a day for a game. I don't it's just crazy things. And the final one that is
Well, you know what you
unrealistic.
do? Would you do it before the Kentucky Derby?
I think you could probably.
Because
I don't think you would do it when anywhere near the Kentucky Derby is, just because of all the preparation for the Kentucky Derby that needs to go in. But I think that you
is
could
there a lot of
easily.
preparation? I know going to it is really expensive. I looked into
Oh,
going to the
it's
Kentucky Derby. This company it was like, oh, get a package for the Kentucky Derby. I'm like, well, this is great. They have packages, $5,000.
yeah,
Freaking $5,000 to see a horse run around a track one time,
well,
and it might rain.
it
Mm,
it's not just one race. There's other
experience.
races that day. There's like
I
15,
know.
16 races, but there's the one big race.
Yes, I
Uh,
know. You got to
but
go for the experience. That's where I'm like, well, someday I'll go for the experience. I could not believe how expensive tickets were. I couldn't. I was
yeah,
floored.
but
I,
so I think that would be a pretty
okay.
cool way to go. And then the final one, which is very unrealistic, never would happen just
Is that
because of
number
dimensions.
four or number five?
This is number four. I only have four.
Okay.
Um, is how cool would it be if they found a way to play a Brewers Cubs game in Lambeau Field?
I don't think that'd be cool at all.
Okay, I thought it would be really cool.
Now, you know what would be cool? A Brewers Cubs game in Chicago.
Oh, nice. You wanted that Wrigley Field? You wanted it.
No.
You wanted it Soldier Field.
Yeah.
Why?
Soldier Field.
Why?
Because the downtown there is amazing.
But what about the iconic Lambeau Field?
Eh.
Okay. Well,
No, okay.
well,
So, yeah,
there's
but
my
why
list.
Lambeau?
You go have fun
The
doing your zip line
Brewers,
baseball.
the Brewers and the Cubs. I guess Lambeau Field. I just hold Lambeau Field all football. I don't know. I guess Soldier Stadium is football too, but there's just something about downtown Chicago. There'd be good tailgating. Be a lot of space for tailgating. That would be
So
good.
there would be plenty of space at Lambeau too. Probably more space than there actually is at
No, at
Chicago.
Lambeau. I'm talking about
Oh,
Lambeau.
okay.
There'd be way more space. Be a good space to have it at
I think
Lambeau
it's just
Field.
the iconic stadium and two iconic rivals in baseball playing.
Okay, I gotta wrap my head around that one.
Yeah.
That caught me off guard.
So those would be my four. I mean, there's other ones that they've done already. Like obviously, you could do it at any racetrack. I mean, like they did. Like there's plenty.
Yeah, I just never thought. Is this the first time they've done that?
Yeah,
They've
this is the
done it
first time they
before,
did a NASCAR. This is the first time they've done it at NASCAR.
but where else have they done it? Where I mean, we have the Field of Dreams, but like, where else have they done it? That's a little
Um,
off the wall.
I mean, I think they consider like when they go play, they played at the Williamsport. Obviously, that's this weekend of the Little League Classic because the Little League World Series is going on. They played
Okay,
down in Alabama at oh, what's that field called? It's where a famous Negro teams like played in Alabama, and like they played it. It's a very historic field.
okay, so
I
that
can't.
would be cool. That's super cool because it's historic.
Yeah, I'm looking that up. Oh, here's my fifth one. I forgot about this one. I think they should play an MLB game in Cooperstown, where the Hall of Fame is in New
That would
York.
be
The
cool.
fact that
Never
that's
done
never
that.
happened. No, and I understand why. You've never been to Cooperstown, have you?
Nope. I'd want to go. No.
Cooperstown is a very small like it's like would be trying to put a Major League Baseball game on in Milton. Like it's not
It's small, but that would, yeah, I hear what you're saying. So you got
like
to have a lot
it's
of preparation into it. But why wouldn't they do that? Like that just would make sense.
yeah, like it's
That's
there's
crazy. I like that one. Out of all of them, I like that one the best.
yeah, Cooperstown, New York's population is 1,844 people. So, like I think that'd be really cool, but the realistic of like they just don't have a place to put a stadium in Cooperstown.
So
Um,
why did they have the Hall of Fame there?
I don't I don't know. That's just why the Hall of Fame is
They
there, I
just
guess.
chose that spot? I didn't know if it was like the birthplace of baseball or like, the first home run was hit there, but
The
it wasn't.
National Baseball Hall of Fame is in Cooperstown, New York, because of a historical link between the town and the game's origins.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
So, yeah,
Origins.
according to the Society of American Baseball Research, a commission in the early 20th century concluded that Abner Doubleday invented baseball in Cooperstown in 1839.
See, there you go. That's
So,
why. But that's why they need to have a game. That is so interesting that they don't even have a stadium. Like you'd think we'd have a
well,
team.
there's a field there, but I don't know, like to host it. The problem is like you have a town of 1,800 people.
Oh
If
yeah,
you try
less
to
than that.
bring a baseball game in there, like any
Jack it
stadium
up to
still
like 46,000
they just don't
people.
have like the
Yeah.
hotels where like it would
Yep.
be a disaster. Like
That would be
it'd be
that'd
a
be a hot
mess.
mess. That'd be
So,
a hot mess. But that
so
one would be cool. That's
that's
I'll
my
have to write. Yours were very good. They're very
they
good. They're very realistic.
that's how it's supposed to do. That's how it's
Well,
supposed to go.
you didn't give me you. I took your guidelines very literally. A cool place to play baseball.
Yeah, I didn't think I
I
had
was
to.
I was looking at
Surprised
cool
you didn't say
places like
space. Let's
any
play in space next week. We're gonna
William.
fly.
That went across my head.
Yeah, no, it did.
Oh,
But
nobody's ever been to the moon, so we
oh,
don't
here we
need to.
go. Uh, we're
No,
gonna we're
just
gonna end we're gonna
just
end this
kidding.
show with
We
something
are.
that actually with I well we're heading to our last topic here.
Oh, okay.
Um, and I actually saw this on a video and people were debating and I wanted to debate with
Uh
you
oh.
and talk about you about what do you believe as a sports fan is the best month for sports?
Oh, this is a tough one. I almost asked AI because I couldn't figure it out. Because okay, so I did think it depends on the type of fan you are,
Yeah,
like what your sport you love is. So I don't like the NBA really at all. I think they're
yeah.
a bunch of spoiled brats. But I love college basketball. But I really only love March Madness. Okay, but other unless I'm going to games. So part of me, so the old me, like the old you, a couple of years ago, would have easily been like my favorite month is August because football is starting.
Uh,
Football
yeah.
and you have baseball like there together. But now I've noticed getting really excited about in March about baseball.
Oh,
So, and we have March Madness. And then the NBA actually starts to get a little bit interesting with less temper tantrums. So that, and sometimes, and then if you want to watch the extreme football or whatever else is out there, you can still watch that. And then you got hockey going on too. So you can kind of quadruple dip into sports. I think the most boring month is July. So I almost
oh,
have to will it backwards. The
I
most
would say
boring month.
June's probably more boring than July because at least in July every once in a while you get like a World Cup or you get the
Yeah,
Olympics or you
but
get
June
something.
is still isn't June the NBA isn't they're
I
kind
guess
of
the NBA finals are on.
yeah. So it gets kind of good. So you still have some overlap. Plus baseball season's still starting out, so you still have that up and down, like who's really gonna lead and who's gonna come back. So yeah. I I might have to say, so I'm gonna say my favorite hmm. My favorite month might be September because you have football, you have baseball, you have college football starting, you have volleyball going on, like college. Then you have the high school sports. Now, the only one I miss there is I love high school wrestling, so that you don't have that starting yet because they're still doing their tournaments and extracurriculars. That doesn't start until November, but that would be or December. But anyways, so September might be plus. you have like the crispness in the air, and it's fall, and God, in
Okay,
September.
you ready for my month? You're
Sure.
you're 1 month off from me. October.
Really? It's because
And
of World Series?
this is why.
Oh, okay.
You have every sport playing by the time October is. You will have both the NFL and college
Uh-huh.
football are going to be in the middle of their season. You're going to really know what you got. You're going to get
Yep.
some good games. Nothing gets better than some Saturdays and Sundays in October when you're fighting for position, okay? When you look at
True.
the WNBA side,
Ah.
they got their championship in October. You're giving out a trophy. And if anybody, like, I've started really following the WNBA a lot, that's going to
Yep.
be big. Like, you want to watch that. Baseball. Nothing is more exciting than postseason baseball. There's no sport that is more
Okay.
exciting than postseason baseball in my eyes. That is the whole month of October. Now you start
Hmm.
getting to the end of October, and you all of a sudden, yeah, I'm not an NBA fan, but for those NBA fans, NBA starting to get
Isn't that
started by the end of it.
crazy? Okay.
Hockey's about to get started in October, early November. College basketball gets started. Their first games are, I think this year the first game of the regular season is November 3rd, but you have the preseason exhibitions in October. So you're gearing up and getting that.
You're getting so
October,
excited you're knocking your microphone.
yeah, October is no doubt the best month for sports. And I think,
And you have swimming, and you have volleyball,
sure, yeah,
and you have badminton,
and you got fall
and
tennis,
and
bowling,
you're going to have cornhole,
yeah,
and I think they have a cheese roll
but
in October.
the only other month that I think you can really debate is I think March.
March, I was going to say
I think
March.
that's
Yeah,
the second
that would
one
be
you
a
can really
runner up.
debate because by the time you get to March, baseball's, yeah, you're getting excited for baseball spring training. Both the
Hmm.
NBA and um obviously the NBA and hockey are really getting into like when they actually
Yep.
maybe will start playing, at least on the NBA side, hockey. If you follow
Hmm.
that, they're getting to the postseason. You miss out on the football because that's kind of done.
Yeah,
Um,
but you're getting excited for the draft that's coming. That would be
yeah,
coming
you
up.
get the draft, everything. You're kind of wrapping up football, but then you have conference tournaments and March Madness, and I don't think there's a
Yeah.
better tournament in sports than March Madness, and that's just
March.
my like. And I understand, like, we come from the United States of America, we're not. This isn't worldwide, but nobody puts more sports and non-sports fans in a room together than the '68 team March Madness.
Right. The people don't even understand what they're
Nope.
doing, but they'll do the brackets, and then when they get in, and then when they're leading,
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, I won."
I'm number three. What? I
Yeah.
thought I was out weeks ago. Oh,
So, I think you could argue, the February March kind of time frame. Definitely when you
okay.
look at
I
conference
would go
tournaments,
March. I would go full on March.
but um, yeah,
But
I think October from the end.
October. I think October. Yeah, technically. I think for me, I bring in the high school sports because of my high school coaching. So I just get excited. I get
Yeah,
excited
but
about all of it.
but
So okay, cool. That's
so
good.
there it is. Well,
Because
that will wrap up episode 1 of what will hopefully be
uno,
a multiple episode journey through
we
our
won't be
brain
one
of
done.
sports. We might, no one
I
and
am gonna
done's
work on.
here.
I got to work on my camera placement
Yeah,
because
well,
I
you
like
gotta
to talk and move.
stop. You gotta stop
Well, I'm
shoving your
Sicilian,
head
so
into
I
your
move and
camera.
I talk and I got my hands, and then I got my Diana Ross here today, so
Yeah,
that's taking up a lot of the camera.
dang. Well, with
I
that
can't
being
fight the
said,
humidity anymore.
we will we'll be back next week. You've been listening to Bleacher Talk.
Peace out.